Today marks the start of the first quad feed event within Black Ops 4, and it's a big one. That means you end up getting double XP in multiplayer, double XP in zombies, 2x tier boost, and 2x merit boost within Blackout, as well as double Nebula and Plasma. So while you might be wanting to go for one of these things, why not discuss the best ways to go about all of them? It's certainly going to be interesting to see how the segmentation of the player count breaks up in their favorite modes to grind it out this weekend. Before the next 5 days, while we have this figure, let's give you guys some of the best tips out there in which you can maximize absolutely to the fullest your ability to gain within this weekend. So that said, let's just jump right into it. Let's start out with double XP in multiplayer. I'm sure that a lot of you guys are probably here for that. You guys want to know how to get the most XP out of this weekend as possible. Well, it simply comes down to the game modes that you end up playing first and foremost. The game modes like Kill Confirm, Search and Destroy, Control, Domination, and Hardpoint are probably the best out of the bunch here, with Kill Confirmed obviously offering a sort of faster paced TDM style, but also with the extra objective of the confirms and denies that you can end up getting for extra XP on top of that. Search and Destroy, if you guys are willing to be patient with the round switches and if you die, not being able to respawn until the next round, and if you're good enough to get a ton of kills each game, this is actually a great way to do it as well, because it can be roughly right around 1000 XP per kill. Not per multi-kill, but per kill. So if you average double digits in there, that's a solid way to rank up, no doubt. But again, takes a little bit more patience compared to other modes. Control, Domination, and Hardpoint, that really all just depends on the lobbies and how objectively you want to play. Because if you do end up playing objectively and you get that lobby that ends up just running right into your bullets, well, you're gonna get extra XP for playing on the hill, playing on the capture point, whatever it is, and you'll end up getting more as a result out of that. So it's absolutely fantastic to go into this, but another thing that I would definitely suggest is some hardcore gameplay. Because while you might not necessarily be used to hardcore, it's only 30 HP in there for core players coming over for the first time, and the inability to regen your health is also something that might be a deterrence, but if you end up playing this, it actually might be the wave, because each medal offers extra XP within Black Ops 4 in every COD since, but with hardcore you end up getting so many more, and with one-shot medals actually being one of the best for XP multipliers, nearly every kill is a one-shot from the waist and up. So it's worth a shot experimenting with if you don't normally play around in hardcore and you want to get some extra XP during this double XP weekend. Other things you should definitely try and focus on this weekend, especially if you're just trying to grind out that double XP, are challenges, weapon challenges, and rank. So whether or not you're going for Dark Ops challenges or you're going for like the 100%er challenges to get everything done, or if you're going for things like Dark Matter, or if it's just ranking up weapons, that's really up to you. But regardless, things like Dark Matter, if you're going for that grind, keep going. Because each of those in particular, to give you a little reference of that, each of those camos from performance and technicals offer just around 30,000 XP on a regular day. So if you end up doing that double, you end up getting it just for completing the performance and technicals, not even the bonus for gold and diamond. You end up getting 60,000 XP just based off of those challenges alone. So that's almost an entire level just off of those. So it's an easy way to rank up fast and of course, keep going towards a goal you may have for that camo. Weapon rank, again, it gives you a little bonus when you end up prestiging that weapon and going through and ranking up each individual time. So extra XP is always a great thing there, so why not do it? And again, your challenges, just if you're going to the 100%er, that'll give you some bonus XP as well. But let's move outside of multiplayer double XP for just a second. Let's talk about the other big key important part of what a lot of people are probably going for, that 2x tier boost. 200 tiers in the Contraband stream is quite a lot, and with each tier normally taking around 1 hour of in-game playtime to complete, that is on a normal basis around 8 days and 8 hours of in-game playtime, minus menu selections, minus pre-game lobbies, all that kind of stuff, simply when you're going in and playing the game. So to cut that down into half is obviously huge, so you end up making a ton of progress. But the best ways to do this come down to two ways. Firstly, the best way here out of this is the endurance modes. That's something you have on offer: Kill Confirm, TDM, Domination, and Hardpoint in these, and they're all double the score limit of the normal game modes, hence the name Endurance. But if you can end up getting game modes like Domination and Hardpoint in those lobbies, your matches will be guaranteed to be around 20 minutes of in-game playtime each. That's roughly 2/3 of an entire tier right there from one game. And that's time that you're guaranteed, which, though beforehand I've recommended Blackout, that's actually way better than Blackout because it doesn't require you to stay alive, doesn't require any RNG, you just gotta simply plug along and play. So definitely give that a go if you guys wanna make some dents into the tiers that you're going for within the Contraband stream this weekend with a 2x tier boost, and especially because this sort of thing probably won't come around all that much. I'm gonna say at the very most, we'll see one at the tail end of this in 2 weeks time again, but Other than that, we're probably only gonna get 1 to 2, maybe 3 per operation this year of Black Ops. But additionally, the secondary portion in which you can end up going and really grinding out some solid progress simply because it's all time-based. There's nothing that really says if you do better in this game compared to this one, you're gonna get extra boosts in that tier. It's simply just based on playtime. Blackout is another great one. It is variable. Yes, I know some people will die immediately and then it takes another minute to jump into another game and then launch into that one. But if it's something that you can stay alive and you want to take a little break from the multiplayer you've been grinding out, it's a great way because if you can make it into that top 5, top 10, or even win it, it's gonna be roughly a 15 to 22 minute game. And that's fantastic. That is, again, a great start, just about half to 2/3 of an entire tier just based off of one match. And outside of that, truth be told, I wouldn't recommend anything else if you're going simply for that playtime and ranking up your tiers. That's just simply the best you'll get because of the most time spent in-game without having to wait for pre-game lobbies, for loading menus, anything like that. So if you're going for that 2x tier boost, endurance modes, and blackout, depending on which game mode you want to play, blackout or multiplayer. That said, let's talk about double merit boost. For my blackout friends out there, what's the best way to end up maximizing your return and ranking up in blackout? Because this is the first time we've ever seen a blackout double merit event, and as a blackout player, I'm super excited to grind out the ranks. I want to make a huge dent this week into what we can end up doing. But for blackout and the double merit boost, the best way that I would say is to play aggressively. Obviously, still play smart. Don't do anything that will absolutely put you into the worst situation possible and put you into something that you can't recover from, but playing aggressive is the best way to do it. If you got some personal records to break, that's absolutely fantastic. The one that's been killing me is I'm dubbing it the 14 kill curse, because I've had so many games where I finished with 13 or 14 kills, end up getting the win, but I just can't break that. So probably this weekend, I'm gonna be trying my hardest to absolutely play aggressive beyond belief to break that, maybe even try and break all the way up into the 20 kill range. But if you can end up pulling off those high kill games and then with the win, that's gonna be absolutely massive. The way that your merits will break down within this 5-day weekend here, the extended weekend for this event, is that kills will now be granting 20 merits, top 15 will now be 100 merits, and then a win will be 200 merits. Plus, if you end up getting any challenge bonuses, that's absolutely awesome as well, because that will double that as well. So whereas you may have a good match and normally only get halfway through a rank, you could easily rank up an entire echelon with a strong game with kills, wins, and challenges. So definitely, again, play aggressive, try and get those kills, because that's probably the easiest way to get merits very fast. In this, all you need is 5 kills now to match that of what would equate out to normally what would be a win. Go ahead for that, try and actually combine all 3, get the trifecta, go for the win, the top 15, and also kills, and then you'll end up bringing in anywhere from 400 to 500 merits without even a challenge. So that'll be solid as well, so make sure you end up playing like that. And then finally, for my zombies friends out there, this one doesn't have as much weight behind it because there's not as much for me to suggest to you. Simply just play the game mode. That's something that, while it sounds very straightforward and explanatory, the same things can be said about what we said with multiplayer. Challenges, and weapon ranker, all very important to ranking up and getting that bonus XP, while on top of doing any Easter eggs or anything, just surviving that you want to have some fun with. It'll be a great way to do it because you get all that XP from playing the match, but if you do challenges, and those challenges like Dark Ops or any survivalist challenges, those will help you with XP boost as well. Weapon challenges and weapon rank, obviously you end up prestiging those and ranking those up, and also the camo challenges associated with those will be great helps and bonuses as well. So again, really kind of just the same way applying to the multiplayer double XP tips. We don't have massive game modes to choose from on top of that. So that's the best that I can end up suggesting to you, even though it might not be as strong as the other one. So I do apologize. But finally, the last thing that I do want to mention here before we wrap this up is that if you guys don't necessarily make it as far as you want this weekend, you end up getting tied up, whether it be the holiday or some work or whatever it is that you can't take advantage fully of this, and you want to still make some progression, though I don't necessarily advocate for this, they are actually running what I thought was going to come later on in the operation, like towards the very tail end. There is a deal right now for 50% off tier purchasing. So if you want to make a quick little boost in that, it's only 50 COD points per tier, so you can end up getting much more than you previously would. And for reference, I still have my 3,900 COD points from the mystery box edition that I have. I'm tier 92 as of recording this. It'd get me all the way up to 170. So a hefty little boost there, but again, I don't necessarily advocate this, and if there was ever a time to do it, I wouldn't do it immediately. I'd end up suggesting, if you're really dead set on that, to do it at the very end, like right before the update on Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, because then you can end up grinding out through the entire ranks and tiers of the Contraband stream without spending any money, and maybe say make up those 10 to 20 to 30 tiers that you end up doing over these 5 days. You don't have to pay for those. That's just a natural progression. So the choice is yours. It's there. I'm kind of surprised they put this deal in this early. Kind of figured it'd be a last week type of deal, but nonetheless, here it is. That's gonna wrap it up. That is the best ways to maximize all 4 quadrants of this quad feed XP. Whether or not you want to take advantage of the double XP and multiplayer and also work towards that tier boost, if you want to end up ranking up your blackout rank in the echelons that you end up earning there, your merit boost plus your tier boost, or if you want to play some zombies, chill out and rank up your progression in that mode, whatever it is, these hopefully help you out in the upcoming days for this extended weekend. That said, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Is there anything you'd add to this list, anything you'd take away? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts. But looking forward to seeing you guys out there on the battlefield here at this one in the upcoming days. I'm gonna be grinding out so much. Maybe look forward to some streams as well on top of this, which again, you can find my Twitch in the description below. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new, want to stay up to date with all things Black Ops 4, multiplayer, blackout, zombies, you name it, we got you covered with the best of updates, news, information, tips, tricks, best class setups, we got you covered with all that. So anything that interests you, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. And if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, there's the best place to get connected outside of YouTube. Links are in the description below. But let's send it out of the way. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you all so much for watching. Mine is Espresso. Take care and go take advantage of this weekend. We'll see you later. Peace.